Greetings, one and all. It is your Lord and Savior, the all-powerful Napoy, God of Holy Wrath and Bullshit, here, once again, to give you my godly opinion on an alcohol. In this case, what we have is Surly Cynicale. Surly Brewing Company. You can get to their website at www.surlybrewing.com. Uh, the back of the beer proclaims, "Oh great, a fizzy yellow beer in a can. That's just what the craft beer world needs." Cynicale melds old world ingredients with a new school style. French melted barley, English oats, and Belgian yeast creates honey and black pepper flavors. Lively Slovenian hops provide the floral, apricot, and peach notes. Toss your doubts away and toss one back and enjoy. So, full disclosure, Surly Cynic is the official beer of Rant and Raven, the internet radio show that I do once a week on DementiaRadio.org. Just the name, Surly Cynic. It's so perfect. Surly does have a variety of styles of beer. They've got the Cynic Ale. They've got the Furious, which is a very, very hoppy beer. They've got the Bender, which is their stout. They've also got Bitter Brewer. I cannot remember what kind of beer it is. It's tasty. I've had it once. It wasn't impressive enough for me to keep drinking. But they also come out with various special brews year round. They do a different one every year for their anniversary. Uh, Last year, I believe it was Surly 4. I could look it up. I'm lazy. Actually, no, I'm not. I have the second laptop here. Wee. They are a local brewery. I don't think you can actually get their beer outside of the state of Minnesota. I know they used to ship kegs off to Chicago, but I believe they stopped that, unfortunately. Let's see. History crew. The website, by the way, which I'm at right now, is a very, very fantastic website. It has very easy, simple, straightforward, different, you know, interaction things. So they're year-round beers. As I click on the year-round beer link, they've got Furious. It's an IPA. D. Uh, Binder, which is, as I said, a stout. They call it American Brown Ale. It's a stout. Coffee Bender, which is coffee-flavored brown ale. And the Cynicale. Those are their year-round beers. Their seasonal beer is listed as, we've got Abrasive, which is a double oat IPA. It actually really is pretty tasty. Abrasive is almost too rough for me, which is a little unfortunate, but I do like the Abrasive. Surly Fest, which is their Oktoberfest, uh, so, so fantastic. I love the Surly Fest so much that when it comes around, I buy like four packs immediately because I know it's going to be gone. Their special brews are just these rare and wonderful treats. I swear to fuck, it's like they make 5 cans, which they send to some gas station in Iowa. It's amazing. They're good. And then there's Surly Hell, which is a German-style Munich Helles. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but I mispronounce all sorts of shit. I don't like the Hell as much. It's I don't know. It's not as impressive to me. It's not a bad beer. It's just a little thin for my tastes. And then the Bitter Brewer, which I was mentioning, uh, which they say not really a British bitter. Yes, it is. Um, the Darkness, which they bring around October, which is a Russian Imperial Stout. The Smoke, which is an oak-aged smoke Baltic porter. Uh, there's Wet. There's a variety of special brews, is what we're saying. Anyways, but right now, what I'm reviewing is the Cynicale. So we start with the presentation. The presentation, as you can see, they make cans. They come in 4 packs of 1 pint cans for about $12. Uh, it's not a bad price. It's a little bit pricey, but you're getting a lot of beer for your money. You're getting a 4 full pints, 6.5% alcohol. So, all you need is 4 pints sometimes. Well, almost mere mortals need. I, of course, need a lot more. However, that's neither here nor there. Uh, 33 IBUs, not a very incredibly harsh taste, which I like. Mm. I should have been a little more careful with the pouring. But for presentation, the cans are not immediately drawing. The craft world, the world of craft beers, has a lot of very interesting labels. Um, this is not amongst them. But you do remember it. You see that, you know it's Surly. They are very clearly themselves. So you're not like mistaking their can for something else. You can see it easily and clearly. I give them for presentation 4 wings. It's not, the world's most fantastic presentation, but you're not going to get lost. You're not going to forget which one it is. When you had this can and you saw this can, you knew what you were drinking. Name of the beer in big bright letters, etc., etc., etc. Ah, stupid head. I want the head to go down. How often does my fiance say that, right? Okay, so smell. I'm telling you, the head is not the most fantastic part of this beer. I don't know. It smells like beer. I do kind of smell the floral tastes, whatever. Um, it doesn't smell bad. It just smells like beer to me. Maybe my sniffer is not as fantastically functional as some people's. But smell wise, there's nothing about this that draws me in and of itself. Now, there's nothing that pushes me away. It's not a bad smell. I'm not smelling piss water or anything. It smells like beer, but it smells like beer that I want it to smell like. So, an easy, straightforward, solid 3 wangs. Nothing fantastic, nothing that's going to upset you. But now, the most important part, the taste. Hold on, I have to taste it again just in case. Mm. Such a wonderfully fantastic ale. You can really just taste the full robust taste of the hops, of the barley. It really just coats your tongue and slides down so easily. Just the right amount of bitter aftertaste. Nothing that sends you screaming. Just enough to let you know you're drinking a man's beer. But not so dark that a woman can't enjoy it too. So Surly Cynicale, surprising absolutely nobody, winds up getting a 5 wangs for taste. Because, let's face it, it's the world's most perfect ale. Which means that Surly Cynic Ale, altogether, winds up getting a 4 wangs, I'm going to say overall. I'm sure that, 4 plus 3 plus 5 does not actually average out to 4, but I don't give a fuck. We're saying overall 4 wang beer. Uh, that ought to be its own beer. Like 3 penis wine, 4 wang beer. Mostly wangs, a few balls. Um, no, it's a good solid beer. If you're in the Minnesota area, if you see a pack of Surly Cynic Ale, you owe it to yourself as a beer drink enthusiast to have a can because it is a fine, excuse me, solid craft beer that will not let you down and will not make you feel like you overpaid. Thank you, Surly, for all your dedication to making fine, fine beer. And thank you for all that you have given Rantin and Raven and me personally, the god of holy wrath and bullshit, even though you don't actually know you've done any of that. But thank you anyways. Until next time, this is the all-powerful Nate Boy saying wait, wrong tagline. I sometimes forget if I'm doing my show or my alcohol reviews. This is the all-powerful Nate Boy saying speak your mind, or at least shut the hell up while I speak mine.